Hey guys, Garlic here with another 2004scape video for you. I thought that as Members has been out for a little while now and people are slowly trying to get hold of herbs to get 25 herb lore for the Heroes quest and obviously level 45 coming for the Legends quest requirement as well, I thought it'd be a good idea to sort of put some sort of video together going over the potions that are available in 2004, the herbs that you can get, and also the secondaries that you'll need to make different potions and where you can get those secondaries from. So there's not much else to say. We're just going to dive straight in and we are going to start off with Guams. Now, obviously, you'll need to do the Druidic Ritual quest to get level 3 herb lore and unlock the ability to train the skill. But once you've done that, you will be able to clean Guams at level 3, and also you'll be able to then make attack potions with these herbs. Now, you can make attack potions using an Eye of Newt on an unfinished Guam potion, and you can buy Eye of Newts on basically all the herb lore stores in the game. So the ones that are available at the moment are going to be Betty's Magic Emporium in Port Sarim, Frinko's Herb Store on Intrana, Grud's Herb Lore Stall in Gutanoth, the Ogre Place, and Jatik's in Tavali. That's where you'll be able to get the Eye of Newts to train those early herb lore levels, and that moves us on to Marrentills. Now, you'll need level 5 herb lore to clean Marrentills and to make anti-poison potions, which can be made by mixing unicorn horn dust with a unfinished Marrentill potion. Now, obviously, to get unicorn horn dust, you'll need to get a unicorn horn and grind it into dust with a pestle and mortar. And the best places to kill unicorns that I've found is going to be the black unicorns in the Graveyard of Shadows. There are 12 of them in the wilderness. That's probably the easiest place to get hold of them. Otherwise, you're going to have to be waiting for unicorns to respawn. If you don't want to go into the wilderness though, there are 4 white unicorns on Intrana. This might be a little bit difficult considering you can't bring weapons onto Intrana to kill them, so you're going to have to either bring runes and manually cast, or you're going to have to try and smuggle something on, or you're just going to have to kick them to death. There are 2 unicorns south of Edgeville, which are the ones that I've used just to get a few. They're quite close to a bank, but you kill both of them pretty quick, and then you have to sit and wait there for them to respawn again. And similarly to that, there are 2 unicorns northwest of Catherby, which is kind of close to a bank as well. Obviously, you're going to have to wait for those to respawn. There are a few more around the map, like on the Varrock East Mine spots, but they're kind of more far away from a bank, so I probably wouldn't recommend going anywhere else other than the places that I've mentioned. And the only other thing that I'll mention about Marrentills is, because obviously it's quite hard to get unicorn horn dust, and you might not need, like hundreds of the anti-poison potions stocked up in your bank. If you want to sort of invest long term, maybe wait for construction to come out, because Marrentills can also be used to light the incense burners at Gilded Altars once construction is released into the game, but you've got a little while to wait for that. But who knows, maybe you can stack up like a good chunk of them and then you could get your construction up and host Gilded Altars in your house. That might be quite an interesting one. That's going to take us on to Tarromins though. Now, to clean Tarromins, you need level 11 herb lore and you need level 12 herb lore to make the unfinished potions and turn them into strength potions. So, you'll be able to clean them, but you'll need the level 12 to actually make them into anything. And you can make strength potions by combining a limpwort root with a unfinished Tarromin potion, and the best places to get limpwort roots, as far as I know, are going to be hobgoblins and hill giants. Hobgoblins obviously drop them at a higher rate, but hill giants do drop a decent amount of them. I think I got a stack of about 400 or so over my time training at hill giants, and they offer a bit more in terms of drops and prayer XP as well. After the Tarromin though, we are going to move on to the Harralander. Now, to clean a Harralander, you need level 20 herb lore, but you need level 22 to make unfinished potions, and you can then turn them into restore potions at level 22 as well. Currently, restore potions are the only potion that you can make with Harralanders, and you do this by mixing them with red spider's eggs, and you can pick up red spider's eggs basically wherever deadly red spiders are. So the 2 main places that I'm going to sort of suggest here are going to be Edgeville Dungeon is a pretty decent one. Varrock Sewers is okay, but it's a bit far away from a bank, and I believe there are also some down by the lesser demons on Kwuarms, also quite far away from a bank. So depends what you're going to do. Maybe you could just like pick up an inventory on the way back from one of those places if you're doing something else there, or you can just go and train on the deadly red spiders while you're waiting for those red spiders eggs to respawn after picking them up. Now, the Harralander will have another use coming later in the year, so they can be used to make energy potions at level 26 herb lore, and you'll need to mix them with chocolate dust to make energy potions. So you can stock up on chocolate dust from the Grand Tree food shops, are the main place. There are a couple of other spots in the world, but I think the food shops in the Grand Tree are probably going to be the best place to stock up on these. So Energy potions will be coming in September of 2004, so hopefully not, just kind of a few months away now before we'll be able to get energy potions. So maybe you want to actually stock up on some chocolate dust before that update comes out, because I'm assuming day one when those drop, people will be buying those shops out quite regularly. So yeah, like I said, maybe stock up on a few chocolate bars or chocolate dust, and you'll be able to make yourself some energy potions with those Harralanders. After that, though, we have got the Ranarr Weed. Now, the Ranarr Weed requires level 25 Herblore to clean, but you do need level 30 to actually make it into unfinished potions, and then you can mix those unfinished potions with white berries at level 30, and that makes them into defense potions. I wouldn't really suggest doing this. Ranarrs are quite expensive, and you're going to be better off waiting until level 38 Herblore to use them up, because that's when you can turn them into prayer potions with Snapegrass. Now, if you did want to get white berries, there are some spawns in the wilderness. It's kind of annoying to gather them, so again, probably not worth it for a normal defense potion, I would say. But to get the Snapegrass to mix into prayer potions, you can grab them at the Hobgoblin Peninsula, just to the west of the Crafting Guild. I think that's basically the only place you get Snapegrass that spawns, unless you get it as a drop from things like Chaos Druids. But yeah, picking them up on the Hobgoblin Island is probably going to be the most reliable way to get Snapegrass, and that's going to require level 38 Herblore to do. That's going to bring us on to Toadflax. Now, Toadflax is an interesting one because they are quite popular in old school for reasons that are, not going to be in the game just yet, and I'll move on to that in just a second. But to clean a Toadflax, you need level 30 Herblore, and to turn them into unfinished potions and make anything with them, you need level 34 Herblore. And at level 34, you'll be able to mix the unfinished Toadflax potion with Toad Legs to make agility potions. Now, you can get Toad's Legs by ripping them off of Swamp Toads. It's a bit barbaric, but there you go. And you can find Swamp Toad spawns in the Gnome Stronghold in the north by the little swampy bit. And also, I think they spawn along the coast in Tavali by where the Lady of the Lake is. Now, the reason why Toadflax used to be so popular, but probably aren't at the moment, is that they can be used to make Tarromin brews, but Sara brews were not actually added until October of 2005, so we've got quite a long time to wait for Sara brews to come out. They are good Herblore XP when they do come out, but I'm not sure they're going to be that necessary unless you're like hybriding PKing in the wilderness or something. I don't think there's going to be too much in the game that you really need brews to tank with, but yeah, brews will not be in the game until a little bit later on. Hi guys, Editing Garlic here. I just forgot to mention that the Toadflax itself wasn't actually added until the 27th of July in 2004, so they're not actually in the game just yet. When I was making my notes for this, then I wrote down obviously that the Sara brews didn't come out until October 2005, and I think I just got it in my head that Toadflax was in the game but Sara brews weren't, but Toadflax itself was not added until July 2004, so you'll not be able to use agility potions or use Toadflax at all until the July 2004 update drops. Just thought I'd add that in here, so if you're just listening without watching the text on screen, you now know, no Toadflax just yet, but back on with the video. But after the Toadflax, it moves on to the Irits. Now, Irits need level 40 to clean them and level 45 to make the unfinished potions. And you can turn the unfinished potions into super attack potions with Eye of Newts. Obviously, I've mentioned where you can get Eye of Newts before, but super attack potions going to be very popular, especially when you can mix them with the Dragon Battle Axe special attack to train your melee stats up. Obviously, you combine the boost from the super attack potion and the boost from the special attack of the Dragon Battle Axe, and that sort of saves you having to use super strengths to train. I remember doing that back in the day quite a lot, so I think they're going to be well worth it when you get to that Herblore level. Now, you can also make Irits into super anti-poisons. This will require level 48 Herblore, and again, to do that, you'll need the Unicorn Horn Dust, which is a little bit trickier to get hold of than the Eye of Newts. So probably, if you're just wanting to train Herblore, the super attacks are probably the way to go, but it's not, it's not a bad idea to have a few super anti-poisons in the bank ready to go should you need them. After the Irits, though, we're going to move on to the Avantoes, and Avantoes require level 48 Herblore to clean, and they require level 50 Herblore to make into unfinished potions, and at level 50, you can use those unfinished potions, mix them with Snapegrass, and you will get a fishing potion. The fishing potion gives a +3 boost to your fishing level. Probably not going to be the most popular thing to do, to be honest, but at the moment, I believe this is all you can do with Avantoes. You will eventually be able to make them into super energy potions. That will require level 52 Herblore, and you'll need to use it with Mortmire Fungus. Now, obviously, you can't get Mortmire Fungus at the moment because Mauritania isn't out, but this should all come out in the September 2004 update, so not too far off, again, like the normal energy potions, but maybe it might be worth just saving all of your Avantoes until that, because I don't think there's going to be much of a market for fishing potions, and I think everyone's going to be wanting super energy pots, so I'm considering just, like, stacking up all my Avantoes and just saving them until that update comes out. Now, the next herb we're going to speak about is the Kwuarm. Kwuarms require level 54 herb lore to clean and level 55 herb lore to turn into unfinished potions, and then you can mix those with limpwort roots and turn them into super strength potions. Obviously, you can use the Dragon Battle Axe spec to train with, but super strength potions probably going to be nice to take with your PKing, or if you're sort of going somewhere like if you're going somewhere like KBD, where you don't want to bring the Dragon Battle Axe, or you want to use a different weapon to spec with, then super strengths will be very, very nice for that. There's probably going to be the main ones that you're going to want to make with that, because the super strength potions actually have quite a lot of use. The other potion that you can make with Kwuarms, though, is the weapon poison at level 60 herb lore, and you can make this by picking up dragon scales in Taverley Dungeon, the blue dragon scales, and grinding them with the pestle and mortar to turn them into dragon scale dust, and then you mix those with an unfinished Kwuarm potion to make weapon poison. Obviously, there's not really going to be like a huge demand for this. Maybe make like 1 or 2 to poison your weapons if you want to, but you know, you're not going to want hundreds of these sitting in the bank, so I would go for the super strengths if you just want to train your herb lore. Now, after the Kwuarm, there's an interesting one here. So, Snapdragons require level 59 herb lore to clean and level 63 herb lore to turn into unfinished potions, and you would mix them with the red spider's eggs to turn into super restores. However, Snapdragons and the super restore potions were not added into the game until the July 2004 update. So these should be coming pretty soon, but they're not currently in the game. So keep an eye out for Snapdragons when they do get added, but I thought I'd include it in this list just, you know, for the sake of sort of completion, but Snapdragons not available just yet. After that, though, we have the Cadantines, which require level 65 herb lore to clean and level 66 herb lore to turn into unfinished potions. You could then mix these with white berries from the wilderness and turn them into super defense pots. Not sure, you know, sort of how much of a demand there's going to be for these. Like, maybe if you're going to, like, KBD or something, or if you're PKing, you probably do want some of these. But just for general training, I wouldn't have thought they'd be sort of, you know, that great. But obviously the only thing you can make with Cadantines, so may as well turn them into super defense potions to train your herb lore level. Now, after that, we're going to move on to the Lantadymes. These require level 67 herb lore to clean and level 69 herb lore to turn into unfinished potions. And then you can mix these with dragon scale dust once again and make anti-fire potions, which is going to be quite nice. It's going to allow you to kill dragons without necessarily needing to use the anti-fire shield. You will also be able to turn them into magic potions with a potato cactus in the future, but this wasn't added until the September 2004 update, so not too far away, but no access to magic potions just yet. After the Lantadymes, we've got the Dwarf Weeds, which require level 70 herb lore to clean and level 72 herb lore to turn them into unfinished potions, and then you can use Wines of Zamorak on them to make ranging potions. Now, these are going to be very, very popular, I think. They're going to be in a big, big demand, and because it's got such a high herb lore level requirement to make them, I think they're going to be super, super expensive. But, you know, ranging potions, going to be super, super useful for anywhere that you're going to use range, whether that be training, whether that be PK, whether that be doing KBD. Range potions are going to be very, very good, and you can get those Ami wines as you expect, the normal way of just telegrabbing them from the little hut near Goblin Village. And finally, that takes us on to the last herb here, and that is going to be the Torstol. Torstols require level 75 herb lore to clean and level 78 herb lore to make into the unfinished potions, and then you can mix these with Janga berries, which you can get from the Ogre Island near Yanil. I'm pretty sure this is the only place you can get them, and that will make a Zamorak brew. Now, Zamorak brews, if you don't know, and I don't blame you if you don't know, because no one uses them, but they boost your attack and strength level, but they lower your defense and your HP, but they also restore prayer points when you drink a dose. So they're kind of a very strange potion. I'm not really sure if there's anywhere that people will use these. They were, like, I don't think they've ever really been popular. Maybe way back in the day, like when they first came out, maybe they were used, but I don't really know of anyone that's made much use out of them. So they're probably not going to be in demand very much. But, you know, obviously, if you get some Torstols, they're the highest level potion you can make. Might be worth it just to you know, get the herb lore XP out of any Torstal herbs that you have. But that's going to sort of wrap up all of the herbs and all of the potions that you can make in 2004. And I thought just to reiterate, we're just going to list some of the potions that will not be available just yet, that will be coming in later updates. So we'll just go through those now. The energy and the super energy potions are not currently in the game. They came out September 2004, so not too long away, but not in the game just yet. Tarromin Brews, October 2005, quite a ways away for those ones, but probably, you know, don't really think you need them for anything in the game currently. Snapdragons and Super Restore potions, not coming until July 2004, so they are very close to coming out, but not in the game just yet. And Magic Potions, September 2004, they came out at the same time the Energy and Super Energy ones did. Obviously, we don't have access to those just yet, but they will come out not too long. And another one that's quite a well-known one, but didn't come out for a while, I thought I'd add on here, is the Sandfuse Serums. Now, these weren't added until March 2007, so that is a long way off. But just in case anyone's wondering, with the addition of Mauritania, will we get Sandfuse? No, we won't. March 2007 for those. I think that's going to basically wrap up this section of the video, guys. I will think we've got just enough time to put in a little bit of an update on our progress and our bank. I don't know if I've actually done one of these since members came out, so I kind of want to just show you what I've been up to and where we are with the account. So we'll move on to Garlic in a few minutes' time to walk you through all of the updates. Hey guys, Garlic, a few seconds later from the video that you've just seen there. Hopefully you found that useful, and there's some information in there that you can use to give yourself some sort of advantage, or, you know, just learn something, which is always the idea when I'm making these kinds of videos. But this is going to be the part of the video where we do a little bit of an update on my progress so far. I think the last one of these that I did was a little while ago, so there's probably quite a lot to talk about here. So let's just go through the stats first of all. So the combat stats haven't changed a lot, but obviously since members came out, we've done some questing. Actually, maybe we should start with the questing. So essentially, we've done every single quest now apart from Legends Quest. We did sort of leave a couple till last. And last night we did the Underground Pass and the Heroes Quest finally, but all of those quests are now done. We're just going to wait for the Legends Quest to come out. We don't have all the requirements for that just yet, but we'll get to that in a second. So we did get some combat XP from questing, so we've got 62 attack. We've got 67 strength. We have been training this as well, just training on certain things since members release. We did get ourselves up to 54 ranged as well. I've ran out of arrows right now, so I'm going to try and get some more of those to get up to at least level 60. We've got ourselves up to 52 prayer just from burying like the bones of stuff that we've been killing, which is nice, and a little bit of prayer XP from quests. Magic, very similar. We sort of use magic for a lot of the quest bosses, but haven't really trained it like properly. We've just sort of been getting levels passively up to 63 now, which does mean that I can use a Wizard's Mind Bomb to get into the Wizards Guild. But obviously it would be nice to get up to 66, so I don't have to do that. We've not done any rune crafting yet. We've kind of been holding out for a nature talisman drop off something. Haven't had that just yet. I'm not too bothered. I've still got nats in the bank to use, but nature prices right now have skyrocketed, so maybe I'll buy one if I don't get one soon. But we've got some other things to work on. It's not really a priority right now. 65 HP. Obviously, just got that passively. 52 agility is very nice to have now. We did agility basically through questing to begin with. So we did the tourist trap, and then we did the Grand Tree quests. That got us to level 32 agility. And then from there, I basically did a little bit of the gnome course, a little bit of the barb course, but mostly been doing that at the monkey bars, as you all probably aware of now. Monkey bars, they're a good XP compared to the courses because you can't fail it. So we did that. We got it to 52. We needed 50 for the Legends Quest as a skill requirement, but we got 52 just to unlock the Wilderness course, so we don't have to go back to Monkey Bars because it does get quite boring there. So if we want to go and train that again, we can go straight to the Wildy course. We have slowly been getting our Herblore up as well. We did we did all the quests that gave us Herblore XP, and then I did save up quite a few lamps while I was questing and waited till I got like a higher Herblore level. And so I used the lamps on that, and then I've also been killing some Chaos Druids and things like that to slowly get that up. We do need level 45 Herblore for Legends Quest, so that is quite a ways away still, but I'm pretty confident we can get that. It shouldn't be too bad. We might have to buy some herbs to finish it off if Legends Quest comes out soon. But I don't really mind doing that. It shouldn't take too long to do. 42 Thieving. This was the biggest change from the quest order guide that I put up was the silk and Torstols are actually not really worth doing. they just respawn so slowly that you actually get faster XP using the cake stool. So what I did was I did some questing early on, things like Kazeel Cult, Biohazard, I think Fight Arena, and I think maybe one more. And then we basically went to the cake stool until level 31, and then at 31 we went to the gate under RD. If you don't know, there's a gate in the RD sewers, and you can basically just pick the lock on it and walk through the gate, and then come back through the gate, and then just pick lock it again, and you just keep doing that over and over and over, and it's really, really, really miserable, but it is decent XP. Call to action. Thanks for reminding me, Harry. If anyone here is enjoying the stream, you probably aren't at the moment, because we're just going through a fucking gate, to be honest. I guess it's up to you, man, whether you want the prayer. 42 thieving, finally! I'm free! I'm free! Oh my god, we can leave. It's over, boys. It's finally over. I can't believe it. So we did that all the way to 42. We will need to get this up to level 50 for the Legends quest. So I'm kind of thinking I might just go back to cake stalls because I really don't want to go back to the gate again. But we'll have to find out what we do with that. But 42 thieving, not too bad. Crafting, I don't think has changed at all. Maybe 50 to 51 I got from questing, but other than that, not been training it. 56 fletching has been kind of cool. Obviously, we cut all the willow logs in free to play, and so just whenever I'm sort of stood at a bank and I'm not like streaming or doing anything else, I'm not quite sure what to do. Then I'll just fletch the logs that I've got in my bank. We're gonna head to the bank as well and give you a little bank update now. But 56 fletching, I think I've got level 63 banked. It's just a case of getting through that because it is quite tedious to fletch them all one by one. We've got 61 mining. I don't think that's changed much either. Maybe one level. And 52 smithing's not changed at all either. We've not been training that. Same for fishing and cooking. They've not changed. Firemaker's not changed, and woodcutting has not changed either. But we are up to 111 quest points with all those quests completed. We're at 79 combat, and we're at 1062 total level, which is very, very nice. Just going to clean these herbs real quick, and then we will take a look at the bank. Okay, so runes have not really changed much. We did have like over 200 lore runes. That's now gone down quite a bit because we've been obviously teleporting all over the place for questing. Nature runes are up to 565. Not really been using those at the moment. Our chaos rune stat did go down a little bit, but it's not too bad. We can still use it for when we need it. We've got just over 4,000 willow logs. This is the 63 fletching banks that I was talking to you about. Food and bars and gems and stuff hasn't really changed. I guess the gems has gone up a little bit. We have now got 1,689 garlic, which is very nice. People have been donating that on stream, so thank you to everyone that's donated garlic. And then we've got a little bit of a potions and herb lore tab going on here. This is how I like to organize it all, so I can tell, you know, we've got the grimy herb, the clean herb, the unfinished potion, the secondary, and then all 4 doses of that potion, just to keep things nice and neat. So, you know, we've been making a little bit of potions. Well, obviously, I've not been really grinding out herbs that much recently. I've just only started doing Chaos Druids a bit in the last couple of days. So we're working on that to get level 45 herb lore for the Legends quest. Other than that, though, it's just a bit of a mess, to be honest. Just a lot of questing items that I've not got rid of. We're at basically 400k cash right now, which is pretty nice. We've got 2.6k essence still, waiting for that nature talisman to craft those into nature runes. We've gone down a little bit in lobsters, but not too bad. And then it's just sort of, yeah, quest items. We've got all the bows that I've been fletching. It's an absolute mess. We've got the herbs that we can't ID yet. I did a little bit of blue dragons, but not very much. It's just more and more mess, really. We've got the clue scroll things here, obviously. We've done, I think, 4 medium clue scrolls. Been struggling quite a lot to actually get hold of any clue scrolls, to be honest with you, but we're working on that as we go. And then we've got our Zamorak robes, which is like best in slot magic gear from when we did the underground pass quests, as well as the Ivan staff, which is probably going to sit in the bank forever. And then just our gear. So not much really going on in the bank other than the top bit, really, but that is going to be the update on the bank and the stats. Pretty excited. The next couple of goals that we're going to be working towards, I think, is going to be like 70 strength, 60 ranged, 66 magic. Hopefully get magic and ranged up to 70 as well. That'd be kind of nice. We will need to finish fletching all of our logs, and then we obviously need to get 45 herb lore and 50 thieving. So those are the goals that we're going to be working on. Is this strange plant for me? It's not ready to be picked yet. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for a little update here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful, and I hope you're looking forward to the future videos. If you are, and you are not currently subscribed, please do consider dropping me a sub. It really helps the channel out. We have gone past 1,000 subscribers now. We're on our way to 1.1k subs, which is awesome to see. And we will be having a birthday stream on Monday for my birthday, and we're going to do a little hide and seek event there and give out some stuff to people. Obviously, I don't have a huge bank to give much stuff away, so don't come in expecting to, you know, get rich quickly. It will probably just be like a nice little gift to those people that find me in the hide and seek game. If anyone here does want to donate to, you know, increase the giveaway to people to make it a bit more exciting, feel free to come and message me or find me in game and trade that to me, and we can add that to sort of the prize pool of stuff that we're giving away in the event. So make sure you tune in to the stream on Monday for that. And other than that, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.